This is the session for ASMR, and I am Meera, Vedic Jyotish astrologer. I will give you the session for prediction for upcoming months for the planets alignment, what is going on right now. You could just relax, you could lay down or sit down, close your eyes, or you could leave them open. You could do whatever you want. Use the headset, or you could listen how you like to. So I'm on the planets. On the February 23rd, Mars is entering Aquarius, and it will remain there until April 2nd, forming Kalasarpa dosha, the serpent of time imbalance. It's inauspicious yoga among the planets. It's a rare configuration in Vedic astrology when all 7 classical planets are positioned on one side of lunar nodes, Rahu and Ketu planets, shadow planets. So all the moon will partially rebalance this alignment every 2 weeks as it moves through the sky. It will not be easy for it to counterbalance the other 6 planets. So the whole month it's probably that turbulence will be more or less stressful for us, and depends on the personality and how spiritual advanced we are. It could less affect us, and this configuration may influence on all of us, each in our own way, and maybe feel like a test during the remaining days of February through the March and the first 2 days of April. Those who born with Kalasarpa yoga in their natal chart often experience life as an intense or karmically accelerated unless they consciously learn how to harmonize this energy. When this configuration appears as a transit, anyone may feel some degree of instability or inner pressure. There is a universal spiritual practice that help neutralize the influence of Kalasarpa, especially during times when darker or heavier forces seems to intrude into our lives without invitation. My dear ones, as a practitioner of Jyotish, the science of light, I gently encourage you to be especially mindful in your words during this time, particularly strong, harsh, or offensive language. When we use such speech, we energetically lower our defenses mechanism and may become more vulnerable to negativity, conflict, illness, and relational discord. I share this with deep respect for each of you. I'm not here to criticize or judge anyone. We are all human. We all have moments when a word slips out, when stress overwhelmed us, when emotions move faster than awareness. That's human, naturally. But here's a subtle truth. A person's essence is sacred, yet our words, actions, and behavior are choices. During periods like this, when Kalasarpa Yoga is active, the energetic field becomes more sensitive. It can feel as if atmosphere thickens, everything intensifies, both light and shadow. We are not separate from the cosmos. Divine intelligence moves through our hearts, our bodies, and our speech. We are all co-creators with the highest creator of our reality. And then, when the cosmic field is imbalanced, we too may feel more vulnerable or reactive. This is why sound matters. Sound is vibration. Vibration is power. It can heal. It is also can harm. In the ancient times, harsh words were used like energetic weapons in a battle against enemies. They carried force and intention. But if we're not at war, why invite the frequency of conflict into our homes? Why prolong battles that exhaust or drain us? Anger, humiliation, aggression. These are energy that feeds on repetition. Even if we think it's not a big deal, or everyone talks like this, vibration still leaves an imprint. Sometimes immediately, sometimes gradually, like invisible residue accumulating over time. Little by little, it can amplify anxiety, irritability, guilt, resentment, fear, pride, emptiness, even depression. The most subtle shift happens when we begin identifying with those states. And when that happens, we surrender our inner authority. When we lose master over our words, we lose clarity over our emotions. When emotions rule unchecked, character weakens, and character shapes destiny. Of course, even poison in very small doses can serve as medicine, and we can remain compassionate towards those who are not yet aware of the power of speech. There is no need for judgment or superiority, but if certain words disturb your inner peace or atmosphere of your home, that alone is enough reason to set a boundary. You might simply say, when I hear these words, I begin to feel unwell. It's difficult for me. And if the pattern continues, you can tell I can care about you, but I need to step away. You're not required to tolerate that. What's harm your spirit? Your body is a temple. Your home is a temple. Speech is the energy that fills that language the way you would think of alcohol. The body naturally produces tiny amounts of biological process. There are medical tinctures used in careful doses, but access leads to consequences. Extreme access could lead to negative consequences. This is not about prohibition, it's about conscious choice. Choosing purity of speech is not about being good, it's a self-respect, about protecting those you love, about living a field of light where you feel confident and spiritually protected, like a lotus that rises from mud yet remain untouched by it. You can remain luminous even in the dark surroundings. You can carry your sacred inner flame within your heart, steady, clear, and sovereign. If you feel the need for energetic cleansing, simple practices can help. Bathing with the sea salt or baking soda, contrast showers, listening to the harmonious music, chanting mantras, prayer, invoking divine light, repeating sacred names, using natural essential oils. These small rituals help restore clarity and strength. And most important of all, pause before you speak. 1 second of awareness can redirect your destiny, because a word is a seed, and seeds create reality. We do not fight darkness, we bring light through it. We acknowledge our inner dragons, yet we allow our inner angels to lead. We choose alignment with the higher awareness, with the unity of spirit and matter, and with infinite love. So, for the private consultation, you also could reach me. The link is below. You could send me a text, WhatsApp number. Together we can select specific remedies, practices, and identify the most auspicious day and time for important actions. I offer guidance for restoring and strengthening relationships, spiritual healing sessions, Vedic remedies for balancing mental and physical health, assistance with major decisions, auspicious timing for investments, business launches, weddings, medical procedures, if it can be planned, legal matters, and other significant life events. With all respect and light, yours, Meera, your Vedic astrologer and ASMR healer, energy healer. Enjoy your day, enjoy yourself with full joy and peace.